Hey guys, it's Churchy here, and today I'm looking at enhancing my mining ship, the Hammer. I really want to turn this into something like super epic. It already mines really well, but we can make it a lot better. So today what I'm doing is just adding, what do we got, 300 salvage modules, a couple hundred power capacitors and power reactors, and of course some grey hull for filler. So what I want to do is instead of just one great long big hammer looking garbage thing, what I'm wanting to do is do something about kind of the similar length just at each end there, and then possibly at the bottom as well, and then eventually turning it into a giant circle. So you can imagine how much that's going to mine. That's going to like dent a planet, I'm assuming. Now, since looking at other people's mining ships and things, I thought I'd just take you guys over what I've done so far. So each of these is 5 in a row. What we're doing is we're separating them, so with a block in between, so they're joined at the corners. What this does is keep the beams separate. So when I charge that, I have 3 times. So I have many columns there of beams, all just kind of zapping across, big spread. If you want to do one focus beam, you can do that. Now what I've seen other people doing is they can do 3 or 5 in a row, but what they do is they actually make this twice as thick. And what they do is the bits, instead of the grey, where I've got like the grey hull, they'll put it either in front or behind, but they'll do another 5 behind here, right there, there. And what it does is basically means that they end up with just a huge, instead of every second block being mined, every block gets mined. Good and bad. The ones I've been looking at were done ages ago when it was like super early alpha. Works great when you're doing a big spread. If you're doing like a focus beam, I don't know if the beams hit each of these kind of hit each other. And also the ships are huge. The reason being is I've hidden a lot of these power modules and power capacitors. Theirs they haven't. They can't. So basically their ships, they're like planet dominators. They just come in and they're like the width of a planet. Well, a planet as it was then. Planets then were actually not very thick. They weren't cubes, or they're not cubes. They're like hexagonal now, but they didn't have any kind of proper shape to them. They were just kind of flat worlds, kind of like your Minecraft one, where they're maybe like 50 blocks deep, but then really long and wide, whatever. So they were just coming in and they were just going there and absorbing a whole planet in like 20 zaps or something. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just time lapse now, me attempting to build this a bit better. I've only got 300. I'm assuming I'm going to need at least another 1500. 1500 should do it. If I just maybe do them one deep, and see what it looks like, and then I can always make them 5 deep later on. That way you guys can see what it looks like, and I can see what it looks like as well. What I might end up doing too is actually moving this here behind the ship and ending up with a giant circular panel, and just put one camera in the middle. I might end up doing that because otherwise it's just going to look like a giant weird thing poking out. Yeah, I don't know. So here we go. That is a giant freaking panel. Okay, we'll do it. Alright guys, so it is time to move the main part of the ship. I haven't actually fully dismantled a ship before. I'm wondering whether this is actually going to work or not. Maybe I'll just leave it. I'm not sure. Just because I haven't taken the core block out of the ship before. So it's sitting nicely in there. Maybe I'll just get rid of like some of the surrounds and the thrusters and stuff. Maybe. I'm guessing I can do that. Okay guys, so pretty much what I'm doing now is I've got like a little hull, if you can call it that, part of the ship, hanging off the back. So I've just used the power capacitors because they've got light. So I've just used them to basically make my walls and stuff, just to illuminate the whole thing, make it look shiny. And now all I'm doing is pretty much just filling gaps now. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that way I know they're 5 deep. Oh, actually for these I can only do 3, can't I? Yes. Unless I do a capping on, because if I'm going to do a capping on the whole back, I'm only doing, I have to do those. So, yes, only 3. Oh no, I can do 4 because I'll do a capping on the whole freaking thing. Who gives a shit? Yes, I'm such a dumbass. Right, okay, and we're all out. So, right now, what I'll be doing is, shit, what am I doing? I need probably, how many thrusters, or sorry, salvage modules did I use? Oh. Probably about 500, which means I'm going to need 2,000 more. I'd say about 2,000 more. Right, so let's jump in here. Okay, let's exit the ship. And I'm just going to go pick up some more. It's going to be a beast. Such a beast. Hopefully the factory's had enough time by now to do 1,000 maybe. $1,000 will do. So at this point you guys know what it's going to look like. So all I'm going to do is I'll see you when I'm done and I've managed to pretty much finish it. Cool. See you then.